I'll be using, it has the band and the body. For the band area, I'm using 5 inches by 22 inches. And for the body, I'm using like this, 22 inches by 18 inches. So on the turban body, I'll be marking 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches till I get to the end. Okay, after that, I'll connect them in a straight line. After that, I will take to my sewing machine. On each of this line that I marked, I'll fold and I'll sew in 1/4 inch all through. The same thing here, I'll fold and sew in 1/4 inch. I'll fold and sew in 1/4 inch till I get to the end. This is it after sewing. Note, it is advisable to use an overlocking stitch or a zigzag stitch when using a stretch fabric to make your turban, so it doesn't rip apart, especially if you are making it for a customer. Okay, note, all these stitches were made on the wrong side of the fabric. Next is to attach my band. This is my band. This is the wrong side. I'll fold it like this. And I'll place it like this. This is the right side. I'll place it like this and I'll sew. I'll sew 1/2 inch. Okay, this is it after attaching my band. Next, I'll fold in half and mark the middle. I'll repeat the same thing here. I'll connect the 2 marks. Okay, this is it. Next, I'll double thread my needle. I'll knot here. Okay. Next, here on the line that I made here, I'll put like this. Put like this. Okay. Then I'll go to the next line here. I'll go to the next line. I'll repeat the same thing till I get here. Okay, when I get here, I will gather it. Okay, I'll pull. You can decide to pull it tightly or loosely, anyhow you want. Then after that, I will knot it. Okay. Next, I'll fold in half. And I will mark out 5 inches. I will sew from here. I will sew like this. So I'll stop here. I'll sew here, here, and stop here. This is it after sewing. I will turn it over. I will measure the side. I'll attach my ruffle. I want my ruffle to start from the middle. I'll be placing it like this. So I'll measure it. I'll measure it. Okay. I have 13 inches. Okay. What I will do is, whatever my width is, I will times it by 1.5. That's to get my ruffle. And whatever my length is, I'll times it by 1.5. So my width, I want my width to be 10 inches. I'll times it by 1.5. I will have 15 inches. Then plus 1 inch allowance. That's I will have 16. I have 16 inches here. Then for the length, remember I have 13 inches. I measured 13 inches times 1.5. I have 19.5 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance. I have 20.5 inches. So I have 16 inches by 20 and a half inches. 20 and a half inches, 16 inches. First, I will mark out 1 inch seam allowance here. And here I will mark half an inch here and half an inch here. I'll mark out half an inch here too. Okay, after that, I'll start marking 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and I'll mark 1.5 inch too here. After marking, I'll connect my marks. I'll continue till I get to the end. Okay, after marking it, I'll measure another 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch on this side. I'll connect the marks. Okay, After marking it, next I'll come to this first box. I'll fold it diagonally like this. See, like this. I'll fold like this and fold like this. Then I'll sew. You see, fold like this, and I'll take to my sewing machine and sew. I'll repeat the same thing for all the boxes. Fold like this, and sew. This is it. I'll continue the same thing for all the boxes. And sew. Okay, so this is it. Okay, next I'll fold it like this and sew. You can decide to add wording. If you're adding wording, you place wording on the wrong side and sew. But I don't want to add wording, so I'll take to my sewing machine and I'll sew it. I'll sew half an inch. Okay, after sewing, I'll sew here too. On the 1 inch gap that I gave, I'll sew half an inch. Okay, after sewing here, I'll turn it inside out. Okay, the part that I joined will be at the center, like this. This will be the wrong side, the part will be under, and this will be the front side. So next is to attach it to my turban. Okay, I'll place it like this. Place it the way you want it. Okay, next I'll turn it to the wrong side and I'll close up this opening. Place it. With the ruffle attached in between. I'll take to my sewing machine and sew half an inch. Okay, after sewing it, next is to gather. I'll sew a running stitch and I'll gather from here to here. it. Okay, if you want a fuller ruffle, you can add some inches to your desired length. I added 7 inches extra, so I'll gather it like this. See, the needle is not passing through here. Okay, I sew the running stitch. Now I'll pull it to gather it, and I'll measure till it's the same size with the length I want. Okay.